Hey everybody, welcome. We are so happy to be here at NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We are here to do some improv for you guys. This is not actual therapy. We cannot actually help you with anything, but we hopefully can make you laugh. So we're going to spend the next 20 or 30 minutes doing some improv based on therapy. Please don't take any of it seriously because it isn't. So we are the flip side. We are Dreamcatcher Reps House Improv team. Joining us today is Dr. David Lee White.
Not actually, Doctor.
Emmeline Williams.
Hi.
And our artistic director, Flora Ekstrand. And I'm Dave Malbeck. And we are going to do some therapy improv for you. All right, so our first game, this is called Phobia Therapy, and Laura is going to be our therapist. So Laura, you're gonna have to leave the room for a minute because we are going to dole out some phobias. So we got some ridiculous and silly phobias, and Laura's gonna try to figure out what they are. So, all right, I think she's out of sight now. So here are three phobias that Laura's going to have to figure out. David Lee White, you're going to be up first. You have a phobia of left-handed scissors. Emily, you're going to be up second. You have a fear of the George Washington Bridge. And I'm going to go last, and I have a fear of Pringles potato chips. So we've got left-handed scissors, George Washington Bridge, and Pringles potato chips. All right, we need some therapy. Laura, we need you.
Hi.
Hi.
Wow, I'm so glad you came in. Obviously, there's something really wrong.
Oh, yeah, back to school is always a tough time.
Yeah.
All those supplies. Oh, yeah.
And they particularly are hard for you, right?
Well, they're difficult for me because I'm different.
Right. Well, we're all different, in our way. So I don't want you to feel bad about that.
You know what? Unless you're different like me, you don't understand.
Okay.
You don't understand the whole Southpaw thing. Like, unless you're different like I am.
Right.
You don't get it.
Yeah. Well, it just so happens that I also am left-handed.
Oh, so can we talk about
Yes.
privilege with those others?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right? They just don't get it.
They don't. Everything is set up for right-handers.
It is true. All tools,
Right.
guitars,
Yep.
baseballs,
Right.
baseball bats.
Pen at the store, and it was a right-handed pen.
It was a right-handed pen. But you know what? And the thing is that occasionally they come out with things for us,
Yes.
and it horrifies me. It's
Yeah.
horrifying. Like when I'm trying to do arts and crafts, and I'm trying to like make a snowflake.
Right.
Because I still do that.
Yeah.
And
Really?
and I do.
Because I was going to suggest that as part of our therapy session today, that we cut things out with a left-handed scissors.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, but I won't. We won't do that. I'm sorry.
Why? Why would you? Why?
We won't do it. It was going to be to help you confront this fear that you have of left-handed scissors.
Don't you have like a venomous snake or something that I could handle? I'd rather confront that fear.
Yes, I do in fact have a.
Okay, good. In that case, you know what? I think my therapy is up now. You've totally spoiled it with the whole left-handed scissor thing. I gotta go because I gotta get that image out of my head.
Yeah, we'll come back fresh next week. Hello.
Hi.
It's nice to see you.
Oh yeah, this is my first session. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. I want you to feel completely at home here.
Okay.
I'm here for you. I'm here, this time is your time.
Okay.
Whatever you need it to be.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll just jump right in. I was driving and I blacked out a little.
Oh.
New York is scary in general, like driving into New York,
Yeah.
but my GPS just took me this weird route and now I've been having nightmares.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Were your nightmares are as a result of going the wrong way in New York City?
I mean, a little bit of it. Like, I just see this like towering image, and there's water, and there's people just like jumping, and I'm just so scared now.
Uh-huh.
And like, I don't have a problem with like the San Francisco red one. Like,
Yeah.
I biked on that and it was fine, but
Right.
there's something about it's just, I don't know, the Hudson maybe?
Yeah, it's the Hudson in particular. It's not the East River. It's the Hudson River. It's the George Washington Bridge. It's the Tappan Zee Bridge.
It's just, I've done the Tappan Zee. That one's fine. It's just
the GWB.
oh my god,
Yeah.
flashbacks.
Right. All right. Well, listen, this is going to take just a long time to get to the bottom of. So if you could pay me in advance, that would be
Totally.
helpful. Thank you.
Do you do PayPal
Sure.
and Venmo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Whatever you're comfortable with.
awesome.
Welcome.
Hey, Doc. Hey. So, it happened again.
It did.
Yeah.
I was hoping that we had gotten past that, but
Oh, I know. I was just at the supermarket, and I went down the chip aisle, and I thought I was strong enough to go down the chip aisle, and but
we did talk about you're not going down the chip aisle, but just going near the chip aisle.
right as worked my way up to it. But I thought I was strong enough. I thought I was over it, but I wasn't. So.
And you had a bad reaction.
Yeah, no, I regressed badly. So, you know, it's like you're going down and you're like, bag of chip, and you're feeling fine because you're like, bag of chip. It all makes sense.
Right.
And then you get to the end of the aisle and it's a stack of chips. Why would they put chips in a stack? It does.
I know. I'm sorry, and I know it's disturbing.
And the man with the mustache.
Right. You're not the only one. I just want you to know that you're not alone. A lot of people have this response to stacked foods, and in particular to Pringles.
That's important to remind yourself. It's important to remind yourself that you're not in it alone. All right, so our next game, this is called Couples Therapy. And so David Lee White and Emily are going to be our couple, our celebrity couple. So we asked for a suggestion of a celebrity couple, and we're going to take a glance into their inner life of couples therapy. And we got the suggestion of Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman. So David Lee White, you'll be Danny DeVito. Emily, you'll be Rhea Perlman. And we take you now to, and I'll be the therapist. And we take you now to couples therapy with Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman. All right. Hey guys, welcome. Rita, Danny, thank you. Thanks.
Hi.
All right. So last time, I think we made some great progress in our therapy together.
Yeah.
We were talking about the fact that you are both really short.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for the footstool, by the way. I appreciate it.
Hey, I want my clients to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm average height. I'm honestly, for a woman, I'm really not that short.
She doesn't think so. She doesn't think she's short. But if you look at photographs of us together, we're like basically the same height.
I'm slouching for you, idiot.
No, this is a camera trick. Right now, when she looks tall, it's a camera trick. We're so used to being on television. It happens all the time.
Danny, I hear you now. Now, Rhea, how does that make you feel?
How could you not hear me? Let's be fair.
Yeah, no, you are very loud. You're very loud. How does that make you feel when Danny says that you are the same height and it's a camera trick? How does that make you feel?
For Christmas, 98, he got me spine removal surgery. He wanted me to take out pieces of my spine to make him feel better. How?
Haha, it was a gag. Kaufman taught me that one. He said, tell her you're going to take out her spine. I said, no, people don't take out spines. He said, she'll believe you. She's an idiot.
I have to say that is funny. There are elements of humor, and I can see that, and that he is a professional comedian, and I have to acknowledge that I, as a person, did feel the humor in that. But that, Danny, I'm gonna say, I don't know if your wife found that to be funny.
Oh, you know what? She'd find it funny if it was on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, 8th season coming up. It's on Netflix, Hulu, and the FX channel. And with me, your friend, Danny DeVito, right there. Wah, wah. That was the penguin.
Danny, we've talked about you plugging your shows in therapy. There's no one here except for me and your wife. Why are you plugging a show? Why are you plugging It's Always Sunny?
It's a good show. I mean, you see.
College boys.
Hey, I'm just an overgrown college boy.
Yeah.
And when I say overgrown, I don't mean that literally. Because I'm so damn short. I'm on my tiptoes right now.
Every day.
Now, does he pitch shows? Does he plug shows in your day-to-day life? Is this something that he does?
I just wake up and he's dressed as the penguin every morning.
All right, so our next game is called Rorschach Test, and so what we're going to do is we're going to look at some black and white images that might be a clear image. Maybe it's just some shapes and some blobs, but whatever it is, we are going to look at it, we're going to interpret it, and then we're going to share our deep feelings with you all. So we take you now to Rorschach Test, the improv game.
Oh, well, I'm feeling, this is a child of a dog and a plank of wood. Like the plank of wood and the dog, they had a relationship, and this was the result of that loving relationship. It's like a log with a dog's eye in the middle of it.
I just I see it as a sound inside my head. It just feels like it's like my brain just bursting and splattering against the insides of my skull. That's what I'm feeling when I see it. It's not even like an image for me. It's a sound. It's the sound of my brain exploding and splattering.
That is an evil egg from the Broadway Diner. You ordered the evil egg special, and you get an egg with a black yolk, and there's black grease all around it, and it's gonna kill you, and it's the worst breakfast special in New Jersey.
This really, it encapsulates my childhood. The feeling that I had every day, every single day, of being hung out to dry by my family, by my parents, and by my siblings, and by the neighborhood children.
I see America. I see America in 2020. We are trying to get free. We're stuck. We are stuck, and we're flailing. We're flailing, and we're stuck. And there's no getting free because there's too many clamps. There's too many clamps, and we're clamped down, and we're stuck.
This image just takes me back to softball, 8th grade, just pelting boys with rocks and kissing girls on the mouth, and I just miss those days when I was free and young and fun and cool, and I just wore crop tops just all the time.
Math. I just see mathematics, numbers like a beautiful mind, and I am, that actor that gets angry and punches people. I am him. I am him, and I am experiencing mathematics in a way that only, that guy Nash could. I think I'm Nash now.
This takes me back to when I did my walkabout in Australia, and an Aborigine man tattooed this thing on my arm, and it was just mud, and I thought it was a tattoo, but he just painted mud on me. I just felt wronged.
There's a place in my neighborhood, Deconstructed Used Cars, and you go there and you buy a used car, but you're just buying the pieces. They sell you the pieces of a used car, and then you take them home and you construct it yourself in your kitchen. So the wheels and everything, you put it together all by yourself. It costs twice as much.
So this takes me back to when I had to tie a cherry stem for my biology teacher, and he made me do it in front of the whole class. And I was just like, Mr. Owen, this isn't my art, this isn't my like science fair project. And he was like, do it. And I did it. And I run prom queen.
Oh, this one time I had a tapeworm, and I had to go to the hospital, and they just pulled it out of my mouth like that, and it was this like string. It was a lot of people don't know, they're actual worms. That's not like a euphemism. It's a worm in your stomach.
This to me says hope. It says hope because it reminds me of two things. One is my long struggle with my love of martinis, and I would always take them with a cherry. And that went on for quite a few decades, actually. But I did overcome that, and I've replaced that with a love of ice cream sundaes. And I still do enjoy one sundae per day, and that little cherry, that little friend, is still with me now.
All right. Okay, so our next game, this is called Therapy Catharsis, and this is for Laura and David. So Laura is going to have a therapy catharsis, and we got some suggestions of some emotions, and Laura is going to play all of them because it is a therapy catharsis. So she's going to start off, she's going to be in an existential depression, then she's going to be euphoric, then she's going to be rageful, then she's going to be melancholy, and then she's going to be self-righteous. And then she's going to reverse all of that, going in the opposite order, all the way back to existential depression for, to get her full therapy money's worth. So we take you now to Therapy Catharsis with Laura and David.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Hi. I'm nodding today, and I hope that that's okay. I don't always nod, but today I'm feeling like you need some affirmation.
I do. I don't know what it's all about. I mean, the pandemic and the isolation, I'm just like, what is my life about? I mean, right before the pandemic, I rented an office so that I could, receive clients. I didn't even know what my business was going to be, but I rented that office with the hope that something would come to me. And now I don't see it.
Yeah, I hear you, and I'm nodding. I'm nodding because I hear and I care.
And you know what, that caring,
Yeah.
it's filling me up with such joy. Such joy. And I appreciate it so much. I mean, I feel all of a sudden so hopeful that maybe I'll figure out what my mission is, what I'm going to use that empty office for. I feel hope. I feel hope.
I might need to charge you double. I didn't expect such a
What? Double?
Oh, sorry.
No. Are you kidding me? I'm already mortgaging my house to pay for these sessions. What have my results been? Nothing.
But I'm really sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I went overboard with the nodding. Perhaps I overestimated are you okay? What's wrong? What's wrong?
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong.
Oh, don't cry. Don't cry. I can't nod if you cry.
I just don't know. I don't know what it is. I wake up every day and I just feel so hopeless. And
do you cry? I mean, do you cry? Do tears come?
Sometimes my voice just sounds like I'm gonna cry and nothing comes out of my eyes.
Nothing comes out. It's like the emotion it hits a wall.
It doesn't, it's just dry. See, it's just dry, there's nothing.
Dry as, I could prescribe some eye drops so that you could complete your cry.
You know what? I'm fed up. I'm just fed up with what I see on the streets. I just feel like I know how people ought to behave, and they're not behaving that way, and it just inflames me.
Oh,
And if everyone could just behave the way I do, if everyone could be fair and kind and
they are not fair and kind. They are not fair and kind.
they're not, and it inflames me. I just feel overwhelmed with disappointment at
Yeah.
everyone's failures.
I haven't. You should focus on your office. You know, you talked about your office.
My office. I don't know. I don't know what to do in the office, and I'm paying rent, and I don't know, like, even what there's like a shingle outside, and it says my name, and underneath it says nothing.
You seem to have such a plan before.
I mean, I had a plan. I have a shingle. I don't have a plan.
Would it help if I did this? Like if I...
No. That enrages me. It enrages me when you do that.
I'm sorry. I'm
Makes
sorry.
me furious.
Oh, yeah, I won't do it
If
again.
we were in the same room, I would punch you in the face.
Holy cow. All right, so you know what? A refund. I'm gonna give you a refund. I'm not gonna charge you.
Thank God. If you refund the money, I can pay my rent on that empty office, and I can take one more month to figure out what my life's purpose is.
Oh, you're welcome.
I feel hopeful.
Good.
I
Good.
feel hopeful. Except I don't know. I don't know what my life purpose is.
Well, I don't. I mean, you didn't when you came in here, and I don't know that you can be expected to figure that out within a single session. Like, it takes a while. You have to go through a lot of
How
sessions.
long is a while, though?
All right, so our final game. This is called therapy round robin. So in therapy, you know, I've heard people say that therapy is like a snake trying to eat itself. I don't know exactly what that means, but I think that this game might clear it up. So in this game, it won't be clear who's the therapist, who's the patient. We're all going to be asking questions, and as soon as we can't come up with a good question in therapy, somebody else will tag in, and they will become the patient or therapist. So at the end of this, we'll all just feel a lot better. We take you now to therapy round robin.
How does that make you feel?
Well, I'm really good at questions.
How does that make you feel?
What is a feeling?
Is a feeling something that you're born with?
Does that make you feel uncomfortable being born?
Is being born something that happens to everyone?
Is everyone the same?
Is sameness the essential problem with humanity?
Does humanity have a problem?
Does humanity even exist?
Are questions worthwhile?
Get out. Why did you come here today?
Is there a problem with my being here?
Do you think there should be a problem with you being here?
Goodbye.
Why does this cost so much money?
Did you think it would be less than you were planning?
Why am I paying student loans and all of these medical bills?
Do you think you deserve better than that,
Why
millennial?
can't I just be a millionaire?
Don't you think that you're gonna win the game?
How does being a millennial make you feel?
Do you think that all millennials are just so depressed and disappointing?
Is that a fair question?
Why are we like this?
Have you had therapy before?
Isn't it obvious?
Is it true that you're damaged?
Can I just get a hug?
Would you like me to hug you?
Can I call you mommy?
Is it important to you that I am a parent to you?
Why won't you let me call you mommy?
Are you getting upset?
Who am I right now?
Who is anybody, really?
Scene.
Oh.
Let's try that. We did so many. That's great. I think that's perfect. All right. That is our improv therapy show for you guys. I hope that you all have feel mentally clear, because that's what we do. And thank you so much for having us. We hope that this event has been wonderful for you guys. Anybody else have anything to say?
No, thank you for all the work you do.
Yes, thank you for all the work. It's super important in these crazy times. Well, thank you so much. We are The Flip Side, and